Okay, so this whole Charlie Kirk thing, the Candace, debate, whatever. I watched some of it. It was annoying. It was just like stupid. Ugh. I think with this whole Charlie Kirk thing, I have a different I have a perspective. I'm not hearing a bunch. So, fishy stuff about this story. I mean, come on, like they dug out the area around him, like the next day, and then they cemented over it. that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then also, the necklace that Charlie Kirk was wearing, like that was like extremely important evidence. I mean, like insanely important evidence. Like that should have gotten straight to the FBI lab and should have been tested for, I don't know what was on it. Like, was it? I mean, okay, so the most obvious scenario here is that, the pager blower upper people. I'm not going to say who that is, but we all know who the pager blower upper people are, right? I mean, they could have easily rigged that mic to, like, trigger an explosive. And if they did that, the two most important pieces of evidence would have been the dirt under him, right, where the explosion may or may not have happened, and the necklace around his neck where the explosion would have happened, right? Like, you would have to get rid of that evidence if that microphone blew up. Have to. So as far as like the debate is concerned, the problem is that it's not the things we know, it's the things we don't know. And the things we don't know is there a bunch of plastic embedded in the grass underneath where Charlie was in like some sort of explosion, like pattern, right? And then was there any, evidence on his neck of an explosion? Like, okay. So either there's two possibilities here. Either Charlie Kirk is alive, and that was kind of a bad Hollywood event we just watched, right? And what would happen here in this scenario is the same thing that happened to that guy that did the Oklahoma City bombing, where they kind of fake put him to death, right? Yeah, the fucker's still walking around. He was an FBI agent or whatever. I'm sorry, he was he was a CIA guy. He went into the army. That's separate. Let's not go into that. But yeah, that guy. He never stopped breathing after the lethal injection. Yeah. So either he's like still alive, which obviously they can do. And he's in like WITSEC, witness protection. And then the whole single whole thing, that would have been like a Hollywood, like it was fake blood, because there wasn't blood everywhere, and you would think like his body would have pumped out like at least a solid few pints of blood. I mean, their explanation was soft bullet goes in the neck, blows apart on the spine, doesn't have even a wound, and then goes down and kind of like explodes his insides, like lower insides, like heart, like it just disassembles it. And that's why he only bled like a lot for like a second, and then it was over. Very strange. Very, very strange. Because you'd think there'd still be pressure in all the veins, even if the heart stopped working. I don't know. Just seemed weird. So either Charlie's alive or... I mean, it makes more sense. There just wasn't enough blood. We just watched a show. We just watched like a television, like, movie scene. It was not real. Just, I don't know. It just seemed weird. Very, very strange.